Hello everybody and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. When we last left off, we revealed the Mastermind's true identity in all of their glory and British accent, which I was not expecting. So now we are released. We are released from the school. And I don't know what's gonna happen now. Was she telling the truth? Was she telling lies? My money's on lies. I'm just gonna say that. My money's on lies. But it's a, what's the term? A knowledgeable gamble? A calculated gamble. Calculated risk. Something like that. Because I happen to know that the newest game in the series features Makoto, and that he's on some kind of tropical paradise island. So I've been a little bit spoiled. I'm not happy about that. I'm really not. It was basically just the logo, or it was basically just the thumbnail of a video. Sad. But why did I even say that? No, it just spoiled you a lot. Ugh, jeez. Well, whatever. Here we go. Let's see what happens. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. The epilogue. Oh, here we go. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. What? This was our epilogue before the final ending. Okay. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end... Kyoko? I'm guessing Kyoko says something first.
Hey.
There you go. We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence. Oh, well, thanks for shitting all over my smugness there, game. Now nobody's gonna think that I'm a psychic.
Makoto.
Would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. And in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam them so far up. Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married? And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby?
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater honor than anything I've encountered so... Greater horror than anything I've encountered so far. I was thinking it would be a big honor for you. Too great an honor for you, but tongue twisted. Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
For serious?
maybe when we get out there, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
The act of searching for hope, to try and find it. That by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward, no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. He lied. He wasn't thinking any of that. he's just dragging on her coattails. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there.
Hey.
Isn't there like a room filled with donuts and stuff in the school? Jeez. And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. Ah, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world. Yes, one weed farm at a time.
Could it be?
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Hagakure's life story is about to begin.
Whoa!
Thanks, Ina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out there and do something, have some sort of impact, and then a grenade falls at their feet and they all explode. I mean, it's a possibility. But what can we do? There's so few of us, and we're so small. So what can we do? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything. Yeah, with the world's greatest clairvoyant on our side, we have a 30% chance of knowing the future already. This is it, isn't it?
Bye.
Rodel
Sakura.
Solly! Rodel? Nice to meet you. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. And yes, this is very much it. It's been a long game. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, beat the game last stream, but had to leave before I could see the ending. Sad. But there we go. Well, I guess this is a goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
there's exactly a 30% chance I will do that, Hero.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know.
I'm guessing the regular world. It was a lie. That's my guess. I have no idea. I'm just guessing that. I think she's too much of a liar.
I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master
Points are better
and
than
me,
this predictions.
and
Exactly.
the others, I guess.
Exactly. Like, if you guessed every single time, you would have, at worst, a 50-50 chance. He's literally so stupid that he brings down his own prediction score. Because he tries to actually tell people advice, I think. It's hilarious.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I.
Well, hey,
really don't know what to say.
if all of the other clairvoyants all have a worse score than he does, then technically,
I guess we graduated?
yeah, we did. Oh, that's a nice screen. That's pretty cool. It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. They also made it. Why him? He's fun. That's basically the reason why. Like, people, you'd immediately expect him to die. Him and Aoi, they're basically the horror trope where we basically have bullseyes on our foreheads. So, like, you'd expect them to die first, but they didn't. It's a subversion of expectations, and I love it. Because Aoi is actually my favorite character. She's great. And Hiro's really good too. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Yeah. I mean, Chihiro kind of had to die. His story was just too sad, so it had to end in tragedy, I'm afraid. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands, hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Oh boy. What is it? Maybe death outside, but where's the grenade? Let's walk out and there's a bunch of people with Monokuma masks all pointing guns at us. Whoa. Okay. What? Were we like outside the sun or something? The hell is that? Ah, I see. I understand. Okay. It's one of those cliffhanger endings. Damn it! Damn it, game! How dare you do this to me? Of course. It had to end that way, didn't it? It had to end that way. That actually just makes the most sense. That really has to make some. Hey, that really just makes the most sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there is a second game, and there's actually a ton of games, but I could potentially play the second game, yes, and that would. If you're lucky, the second game will have the answer. Why do I get the feeling that that's just a lie? Why do I get the feeling that's just a lie? There are no answers in this series. Nothing makes sense. Nobody has a clue what's going on. That's just how this game is going to go. Oh. But anyway, in my tradition on this channel that I at least want to have, a breakdown of what I thought of the game. So, it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely interesting. Like, I feel like the trials and the investigations were very, very good. I feel like they were a little bit easy, but at the same time, I'm probably like twice the age bracket that this game is aimed for, so I can't really blame them too much. But yeah, the trials and stuff were fairly straightforward, but as the best first impression, yeah, it's pretty good with Junko dying right away. Here, I'll tell you what. Hang on a second. If I do this, let me just put that there. So I don't want to cover the credits, and I still want to show the credits and stuff, but I want to show that as well. That's first impression. Yeah, it does. With the first, like, here's the thing. Second game is harder. It isn't like Mario where they do a tutorial every time a new game comes out. Unless you count Super Mario World 2? Is that what it's called? No, Super Mario Brothers 2. That's like 10 times harder than the original one. But anyway. Yeah, yeah, see, the thing is, with games like this, I feel like you have to tread the line between making the trials very, very difficult and challenging people, but also making them accessible to younger people and people who have never played games like that before. So I think the game did a reasonable job of doing that. But what really helps the game is the characters. Every single person in the game has a character of their own, and even if I can't really remember like Leon's character, I don't even know if I spent time with Leon in one of the free times. Sayaka gets a character. She also gets a bit of a chainsaw fetish, but yeah, it is very because everybody's going to have different opinions on that. You know, what's hard for me would be easy for somebody else. What's easy for somebody else would be hard for me. So yeah, I can absolutely understand that. This is perfectly. Huh. Fanfiction. Danganronpa 69. Is that like Vault 69 in Fallout? Yeah. So the characters are what makes this game, honestly. I really, really liked everybody's character. There's some parts of this that were genuinely tragic, like Sakura. What happened with Sakura was entirely character driven, and it works brilliantly. Like I almost started crying. I'm not usually a weepy person. There are some things that really get me going. Like, for example, the ending of Schindler's List, where he drops the ring. That always brings a tear to my eye. But I'm not usually a weepy person, but I was almost crying for Sakura. That was absolutely tragic and brilliant because of that. Because it was entirely character driven. I could completely understand her character and why she did what she did and why she felt like she was backed into a corner. Same with Chihiro. That was also really tragic. There was also fun stuff, like, is there a end credit scene? Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear.
Oh boy.
I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Dun dun dun! The bear lives, ladies and gentlemen. The bear lives. Ooh, for me? You received the Easter egg present. Aw, well, thank you very much. Yes, I will save that. Okay. So yeah, all together, really, really good game. Really, really enjoyed it. And very happy that I played it. To be honest, you don't get why this happened. Well, I can imagine that somebody snuck into the control room afterwards. There is no time frame. Like, it doesn't say that that happened immediately. It doesn't say that there was any, like, the moment they left the room that his head popped up. It could have been days, weeks, months afterwards. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, very much enjoyed that. I'm going to put a cut in now for YouTube. Thank you very much for joining. Twitter, Discord is dead, but come along anyway. And I'm streaming live on twitch.tv/AciaranB and youtube.com/some random series of letters and numbers. Thank you very much for joining. Like, subscribe, comment, favorite, all that stuff. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time.